At the birthplace. Even though the glory of Buddhism is now present all around Southern Asia, it was believed that the first root of Buddhism was in the area of northern India, and especially the birthplace of the Supreme Master, the Lord Buddha, or Prince Siddhartha, was in the snowy area at the far north of ancient India, an area named Nepal. The great signature that pronounces the story of the great birth is the Pillar of Asoka, gracefully existed around 2,200 years ago. In the present day, Buddhism and Buddhists in Nepal are framed by many beliefs, especially Hinduism. It is the truth taught by the greatest Lord of Buddhism, Buddha Samana Gautama, that everything is in the stream of up and down, rise and fall. It is the true nature of any being. Nothing is forever, but the real truth of uncertainty. Everything is changed and always changes through thought and time. But along the venue of rise and fall, up and down, fun and fail, every being is searching for the true peace and happiness. Even though it's always been said that Nepal is the birthplace of the Lord Buddha, nothing pronounces it as loudly to confirm the saying as the Pillar of Asoka. It was around 300 years after the passing of the Lord Buddha, or after his parinirvana. But the flourishing of Buddhism in Nepal was by the influence of Tibetan Buddhism, not her mother India. And Tibetan Buddhism was firmly established by the devoted traveling monks from northern India, from the ancient Mathura, not long after the time of Asoka the Great. It makes us wonder why in Nepal, the birthplace of the greatest Lord of Buddhism, who was the crown prince of her, the real flourishing of Buddhism was under the wings of Tibet. Despite the late arrival of Buddhism in Nepal, it's still the best answer for early principles of the Buddhist canon. It is the stupa named Sayampuanad and Puttanad, and also the typical Tibetan stupa. They all confirm the strong belief of the body of enlightenment called Dhammakaya. And they named this prosperous body the Dhammakaya Virojana, which means the most glorious of all. It's possible to say that this type of Nepalese stupa was developed from the very first typical Indian stupa in the form of a hemispherical dome by Asoka the Great called Sangji. And this big eye is the eye of Dhammakaya, or the eye of the body of enlightenment. It was from the belief that one who entered the state of Dhammakaya could take vision in all directions. And unbelievably, this art of Buddhism is the same as the Buddhist art of ancient Kham in Cambodia in the world of Southeast Asia. No matter the distance, the belief can take wings. Apart from the famous hemispherical dome or half sphere or upside-down bowl shape, the typical Tibetan stupa also are many in Nepal. This type of stupa is in the theory of stupa is the Buddha himself. It represents the two bodies, well packed in one. The outside skin or the frame represents the physical body of the Lord Buddha. The inside, represents the body of enlightenment or the supreme Dhammakaya, the essence body that's hidden in the innermost part. It seems abstract but visible by the eyes of the enlightened one. All types of Tibetan stupa, even the hemispherical dome stupa, emphasize the importance of the body of enlightenment. It is the Dhammakaya, or the body of Dhamma, or the body of truth, or the Dhamma body as well. All are by the teachings of the Lord Buddha in the very first ancient sutra of Sarvastivada or Sarvastivada, the first school of Buddhism, who first translated the words of the Lord Buddha from Pali to Sanskrit. It was in the range of time before and after the time of Asoka, and Asoka himself was the follower of this school. But doubtfully, it was informed in the famous book called Asokavatana that the Pali language was widely used in Southeast Asia, the land of Theravada, the oldest school of Buddhism. Then it is possible that in the very first era of Buddhism, the glory of truth was in the world of Southeast Asia. And it was before the time of Asoka the Great. It should be around the 1st and the 2nd century of the world of Buddhism. At the birthplace of the Lord Buddha, Nepal, the land itself pronounces the story of the very first principle of Buddhism. It also emphasizes the belief of Dhammakaya, the Dhamma body, or the body of supreme truth of the Lord Buddha. It confirms the dread of belief. It is the relation of faith and belief from the south to the north. Yes, from Southeast Asia to northern India. And the Dhammakaya or Dhamma body is again widely known from the heart of Southeast Asia. It is in Thailand by the stupa of Dhammakaya, the place of the Buddha Dhamma body. The place itself could represent the supreme land of truth or nirvana. Yes, Nepal and Thailand. Now they pronounce the very close relationship of their beliefs. From the stupa, as the Buddha himself, to the typical Nepalese hemispherical dome stupa, the belief of Dhammakaya is strongly reflected now in Thailand at the most famous hemispherical dome stupa, the Maha Dhammakaya Shatya.